If you've been on the internet recently, then you've likely seen the memes about the show Karma's World. Karma's World is a Netflix children's show about a girl named
Karma.
Here's my introduction. Solving everyday issues using the power of music and rap. At first, it was just this one clip of her doing attendance that went viral, but then more people started uploading other videos of the show too, with Karma doing some other different raps.
Major, where you at? Where you at? Please, we promise to get 'em back, get 'em back.
After seeing these clips pop up online, I did what I do best and started getting really curious about the show and decided to do some research. Turns out the show is made by Ludacris. Yeah, that Ludacris. The show is based on his oldest daughter, who you probably guessed is named
Karma.
In a Facebook post, Ludacris said that he talked to his daughter saying that she has to rap about her own world and not his. Therefore, Karma's World, show made. But I'm sure you don't want a whole history lesson about Karma's World. I'm sure you're here because you want to know if the show is any good or not without actually watching it yourself. So the other day, I watched the first episode, which is the one of the notorious meme, and yeah, Karma's World is kind of basic.
The queen and I follow my dream.
Shut up!
And I wouldn't change a thing because I love my name. Who gets this excited about school? Me? Because this isn't just any first day of school. It's my first day of middle school.
Wait, she's in middle school? She looks way younger than a middle schooler, and as you're gonna see throughout watching this whole thing, nobody in the school acts like a middle schooler. Actually, doing a quick Google search will tell you that Karma is 10 years old, which I know school districts work different, but I feel like at most schools, you go into middle school when you're 13. So this was just kind of a weird decision, you know?
Do you know our grade is so big, there are 3 Carries? How am I gonna tell Carrie L, Carrie B, and Carrie W apart?
Yeah, something tells me you don't gotta worry about that.
What if I mix up the carries?
I just don't understand what this kid is so worried about, like mixing up the carries, you know? Like, if all the carries look different, it's not gonna be a big deal. Like, yeah, they have different last names, but it's not like you call everyone by your first and last name. It's not like it's something you absolutely need to know, especially if you don't have any classes with the carries. I know they're doing this whole Carrie thing because it's supposed to be like, oh, Carrie's a common name and everyone has the name Carrie, but Karma is special. But, like, couldn't it have been better executed? Am I the only one who thinks this whole carry thing and being worried about mixing up the carries is kind of stupid?
Hi, everyone. I'm Mr. Single. Welcome to your first day of middle school. What? Now, let's take...
First of all, was that Peter Parkour? Like his voice actor. That's Indian Spider-Man. Second of all, you can see what I mean when I say no one acts like a middle schooler, right? Like, no middle school teacher would do this, and no middle schooler would laugh at this.
Okay, now happy's a perfect pitch. All coming from the trick. Come on, go stick. 5 minutes show. Tell me what I can possibly. You better recognize because the birds don't hit.
Okay, literally the only reason I showed this clip is because if you look at the 2 kids in the background, they're like talking to each other, and then they look over at Karma and Switch and start bobbing their heads for like 2 seconds and then go back to talking to each other, all without changing their emotions hardly.
Karma? What does that even mean? Well, it's my name. That's not like any name I've ever heard before. It's so weird. What even is Karma? I've never heard that name before. Karma. Is she okay?
So this is another one of those clips that went kind of viral after the first one did. And what people have pointed out is that this isn't a really effective scene because the kids are like hardly bullying. Also, them asking what it means implies that they know it's a thing because you've never gone up to a friend and you're like, what even is a gym? Also, my favorite quote-unquote insult in the entire scene is that you can hear someone in the background go, how do you even spell karma? In what way is that offensive? How is not knowing how to spell something offensive?
That was not cool, Carrie. And it definitely wasn't funny.
Yeah, Carrie, she's right.
Kid, shut the heck up. You were one of the kids bullying Karma.
What even is karma? Oh, cool. And I didn't even mix up the carries once.
Oh, thank Christ. Oh, thank God. Good thing you didn't mix up the carries. I was so worried about it.
I just want a normal name. I don't want to be Karma. I want to be...
Guys, how much do you bet that she's going to change her name to Carrie?
It's time for me to be Carrie.
Called it!
I guess we're having chocolate mashed potatoes now.
Guys, I wonder who the dad's voiced by.
But what does karma even mean?
It means what you put out into the world is what you get back.
Huh?
Well, maybe another way to think about it is, it's kind of like a boomerang. If you put out love, you'll get love back.
And if I put silliness out into the world, I'll get silliness back?
Yes.
Okay, I know I've been really harsh and negative this entire video, but I finally got a positive for you guys. I really like this scene. This particular scene where Karma's dad explains what karma is. I really like it because I feel like karma is most of the time seen as a really negative thing. If you're a bad person, bad things are going to happen to you, but it is also good to remember the opposite, that if you're good to people, then people are going to be good to you. I think that is a very good lesson to teach kids, and I think they did a very good job of explaining it, especially with the whole silly interaction they have, and a few minutes later when Karma gets a bracelet from Switch. Also, this moment was just really sweet, and it was nice, and I liked it.
Okay,
Oh my
everyone,
god,
quiet.
guys,
It's
guys,
attendance
it's the
time.
meme.
Carrie,
Guys, she's about to say the thing.
Chris,
They're doing attendance, she's about to say the thing.
Karma.
Karma, come on, say the
Karma?
meme, say the thing, come on, Karma, come on.
Right here.
Alright, here you go.
Here's my
Yeah!
Shout
She
out
did the
to
thing!
everyone.
She's doing the
If anybody
thing!
wants
So after watching this, you're probably guessing that I hate this show, but that isn't exactly true. This first episode has a lot of issues, but it wasn't bad. Kids are still gonna like it. However, overall, this show is just below average. I say below average mainly because there were some weird editing mistakes in this episode. Like, right after Karma and her dad had the pep talk, they go to hug each other, but then they just kind of like freeze while the transition happened, and it looked kind of unprofessional to me. Also, during that pep talk, Karma's dad starts talking, and then Karma interrupts him. Clearly, it was a mistake in the editing booth, but the audio team didn't bother to cut it out, and it, like I said, it was so obviously a mistake.
silliness back?
Yes.
So yeah, the final product was sloppy, but besides that, this has everything else you're gonna see in a preschooler show. The animation isn't bad, but it's not great. The characters move strangely sometimes, and the animation tries to do nothing special or exciting. Karma's character design feels like it was made to be turned into a Chelsea doll. Now, I don't think Ludacris' main motivation for making this show was to make a profit. I'm honestly guessing he didn't even design the characters. I'm guessing that was somebody else's job, and they were instructed to make it look like a doll. But like I said, you can tell Karma's design was made with the merchandise in mind. The voice acting isn't good, but voice acting is never good in preschool shows. I hate how in like every preschool show known to existence, the characters talk like so slowly and unnatural like. I understand talking like that in shows like Miss Rachel, but Miss Rachel is made for like literal infants. Karma's world target audience is somewhere between 5 and 10. The characters should not be talking like this. There are also a ton of other things that you would find in every other kid show, like that weird archetype of kids always inventing stuff, the adults making unfunny jokes. It's just overall very basic, and it doesn't do much to stand out from any other show on Nick Jr. or Disney. However, there is one thing I think Karma's World does really well, and that is representation. I feel like black representation in media has gotten a lot better in recent years, and Karma's World is no exception to that. Not only does Karma's World have great black representation, but there's also many other races and characters that you can see throughout the show. Like the teacher is Indian, Carrie seems to be of Latino descent, and there are some Asian kids in the background. Overall, Karma's World has awesome representation, but that's the only thing it really has that's special about it. Besides that, it doesn't do anything to stand out from any other preschool show. But those are just my thoughts. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!